So I apologize in advance, but when I paused for the boss battle that we were in the middle of, when I got the phone call, I muted my mic, and I don't know why because I paused the video, but I muted my mic, and so I beat the boss without unmuting it, and then read a lot without unmuting it. So I just started it over. Well, started it over. So we got to go back to the beginning of the fight. I'm glad I caught it about like 20 or so minutes in before I was like an hour or so in, so I didn't really mind doing it over. So I got to beat this boss again. Let's get to it.
Yeah, this
言いたいことはそれでも私は
All right, let's fight this boss again. All right. Sniper shot. That's not good. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna clock up somebody. Probably Oliver. Clock up EX Kevin. And give Oliver some more much needed heals. Now I need to boost my arch defense up. Alright. Boost regular defense up. And get Joshua speed up as well. Ooh. I think I would like to heal one last time just to make for good measure. Make sure everybody's topped up, sorta. And then I can give him arch defense. Or use Zodiac for arch defense. Or 8 crest rather, not Zodiac. Joshua can walk into range, that's fine. Eat his ass. He was resistant to clock down, but I don't know about orbital down, so I'm gonna try it. Alright, he's teleporting away. I think La Forte is useful for the both of them. Alright, yeah. Ooh, he missed. We love to see it. Let's hit him with a Shadow Sphere. Spear, rather. Rain Lightning. That's not very nice. Oh. I might be able to get away with doing this. I think I will. I think I should probably heal. Kevin should definitely heal. Ooh, who could Kevin definitely heal? Himself. Unfortunately. Sorry, Joshua. No, nothing personal, man. He did. That was smoother than the other time I beat him, to be honest. Crimson Eye. Hell yeah. Alright. And now we're all good.
Kevin-san.
Received another sealing stone. Let's go. Oh.
今のやつが持ってたんか。
Well, at least it gave us something to justify the trouble.
上出来だ、ケビン・グラハム。
Well done, Kevin Graham.
貴様。
You again.
次なるは獣の道。
Your next destination is the path of beasts.
新たなる供物を喰らい、汝が印を発現させるがいい。
Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more.
さすれば煉獄の炎はさらにたけり、我が王国は真の完成に近づく。
Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion.
中途半端ではあったが、まさに伝えた通りだったであろう。
You didn't perform as well as I hoped, but my words still came true, did they not?
お前、何者や。
Just who are you?
その悪趣味な仮面。いい加減外したらどうなんや。
I think it's about time you took that lame-looking mask off and showed us your face, don't you?
お望みとあらば。
If that is what you wish, I would be happy to oblige.
しかしケビン・グラハム、
But ask yourself this.
本当にそなたはそれを望んでいるのかな？
Is that truly what you desire? What?
そなたが望むのなら、私はいつでも仮面を取ろ
You have but to say the word and the deed shall be
う。
done.
どうかな、ケビン・グラハム。
Well, what's it to be?
そなたは本当に私の素顔を知りたいのかな？
Do you wish to see my face?
俺は
Kevin?
影の王、ざれ言はそれぐらいにして。
That's enough, Lord of Phantasma.
何があるのか知らないけど、ケビンを惑わすのは許さない。
Stop trying to mess with Kevin's head with your cryptic nonsense.
私が惑わせているのではない。
I am doing no such thing.
彼自身が惑うことを選び続けているだけのことさ。
If he doesn't understand my words, that is because he chooses not to by himself.
これで太陽の娘が解き放たれる。
Regardless, the time has come for the child of the sun to return to you.
そちらの駒も一通り揃い、ようやく本格的な遊戯版が用意できるというものだ。
And with that, you will finally have sufficient pieces for me to prepare some more advanced game boards for you. No, not again.
次なるは無魔の道。
Your next destination is the path of the dream devils.
光と影の狭間を渡りながら、白と黒の駒を揃えるがいい。
Cross between the realms of shadow and light and gather the black and white pieces therein.
さすればすべての駒が揃い、新たな盤上へと進めるであろう。
Only upon the completion of your collection will your path to yet a new game board become clear.
Kevin,
Kevin,
いろいろあると思うけど、
I know you've got a lot you want to
と
talk
りあえず
about,
話は後にしとこ
but
う。
let's save that until later, okay? But
あ、
oh,
太陽の娘。みんなお待ちかねの大本命や。
after all, it sounds like this contains the girl we've all been waiting for.
まずは彼女を解放して、細かい話はそれからにしようや。
Everything else can wait until after she's out of this
ケビン
town.
さん、
Thanks, Kevin.
そうだな。
Damn right. Yay!
エステルさん、
Here she comes.
なんなのよ今のは。よ
What just happened?
エステル、
Hey, Estelle.
し大丈夫？っ
Are you okay,
てい
Joshua?
うか、今の光って。
What was that light anyway? Huh?
まあ君が戸惑うのも無理はないよ。
Yeah, I'm not surprised you're feeling kind of bewildered right now.
なんというか、さすがにありえない状況だろうからね。
Not every day you find yourself in a situation like this.
ありえないっていうか。
You can say that again.
エステルお姉ち
I've missed you,
ゃん、
Estelle.
お久しぶりです。
Same here.
聞いた、クロ
You guys have missed me. I've missed you.
ーゼ。ちょっと涙出そうかも。
I'm feeling all emotional all of a sudden.
それになんか懐かしい人たちがいろいろと。
There's so many faces I haven't seen in ages here. I'm not sure where to start. And a few who've done a total 180 since I've last seen them too.
うわ、オリビエ、すごく王子っぽいんですけど。
I mean, wow. Olivier, you look all princely all of a sudden.
それに知らねえ。いつの間に髪を切ったの？
And when did you cut your hair,
な
Cheryl?
んか色っぽい服も着てるし。
And is that a new outfit? It's so daring.
悪くないでしょ。
I've taken quite a liking to it myself.
僕の方は前の白いコートの方が気楽で良かったんだけどね。
I have to say I still prefer that old white coat. I feel much more at home in it than this.
へえ。かと思えば相変わらずの人たちもいるし。
Everyone else is the same old though.
悪かったな。相変わらずだ。
Well, sorry for not breaking the bank on some new get-up for you to gawk at.
仕事着みたいなもんだからな。
These clothes are practically my work uniform at this point. It'd take a lot to get me to change them.
エステルちゃん、お久しぶり。
Aw man, it's so good to see you again.
たく。脳天気そうなのは相変わらずみたいだね。
You don't look like you've changed at all. You're still a total airhead from where I'm standing.
アネラスさん、それにジョゼットまで。
Analas, you're here
ってい
too.
うかあんたね、
And as for you, Josette,
脳天気っていい加減しつこいわよ。
can you quit calling me a damn airhead? In case you were raised in a barn, that's not a very nice way to greet someone.
そう見えるんだから仕方ないじゃん。
What? I was only telling the truth.
相変わらずヨシュアに迷惑かけまくってんじゃないの？
Sounds like you're always a huge pain in the butt for poor Joshua.
そんなこと、まあたまにはあるけどさ。
Okay, I'll give you sometimes, but always.
いやだからそういう問題じゃなくて。
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. It's none of your business.
何気にユリアさんとかミュラーさんまでいるし。
Wow, though, even the captain and major are here.
久しぶりだな、エステル君。
It's lovely to see you too, Estelle.
ご無沙汰している。
It's been quite some time.
ああ、もう何がなんだか。
Man, this is the best reunion party ever.
久しぶりやね。
Don't forget about me too.
ケビンさん？それに、そちらの人は？
I don't recognize the person with you though. Hi.
聖杯騎士団の重騎士、リース・アルジェントと申します。
Hello. I'm Ries Argent, a squire of the Gralsritter.
エステルさんの噂はケビンや皆さんからかねがね。
Kevin's told me quite a lot about you.
そうなんだ。
He has, huh?
どうもはじめまして。
It's nice to meet you.
しかしまあ、さすがエステルちゃんやな。
You really are a special girl, Estelle.
君がおるだけで場が一気に明るくなったわ。
Just having you here brightens up the room.
そういうもの？
You really think so?
ケビンさん、どうしたの？
Hey, are you okay?
なんか顔色が悪いんだ
You
けど。
look a little pale. What? Yeah.
すまん、リース。さっきの話はまた今度や。
Sorry, Reese. Gonna have to take a rain check on our talk. Kevin handed the cube to Reese. What are you?
しばらくお前に任せる。
I'll leave things to you for a while.
今とにかく
Keep moving
先
on.
に。
ケビンさん？
さっきのあれの反動か。
Is this because of that thing he did? What
本当
thing?
何がどうなってるの？
What's going on?
ケビン、しっかりして。
Wake up, Kevin. And then the main character of this game died and it was over. The end. I'm kidding. Chapter 4 complete. I would at least like to get to the playable party stuff of Chapter 5, which was what I was trying to do beforehand before I realized I was muted. So we're gonna save. Oh, I can't save on an autosave slot. So we're gonna save again right here, and then I'll save here as well. Cause why not? And then we're gonna keep going.
顔を上げろ、ケビン・グラハム。
Look at me, Kevin Graham.
セルナート。
Instructor Sonate.
やつれたな。
You look as though you haven't eaten in days.
食事どころか水分の補給すらろくにしていないそうじゃないか。
Although by the sounds of it, you really haven't. Nor have you even been drinking anything.
報告は聞いている。ルフィナのことは残念だった。
I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well.
だが不幸な事故というものは往々にして起こるものだ。
But unfortunate accidents are a fact of life, especially in our line of work.
我々のような手合いには特にな。
It's the risk we all choose to shoulder when we depart on a mission.
殺してください。
Kill me.
何？
Excuse me?
もう俺が騎士としてやっていく意味なんてない。
I've got no reason to be a knight anymore.
それどころか生きてる意味すらも。
I've got no reason to even live
教
anymore.
官にやったら文句はないです。
And if someone has to kill me, I couldn't ask for anyone better than you.
痛みを感じる暇もなく人思いに。
I doubt I'd even have the
Yeah,
time to feel pain before you were done. So
わかった。いいだろう。なんて言うとでも思ったか。
if that is your wish, in what world did you think I would happily oblige such an asinine request?
痛みを感じる暇もなく人思いに殺してほしいだと。
You do remember what you said when you first became a squire, hmm?
笑わせるな。君にそんな権利があるとでも思っているのか。
You said you offered your soul to the gods above and your body and blood to her church here on earth.
その血と肉を必要の断りに魂を女神に捧げたはずの君に。
After swearing that, you think you have the right to beg for death, much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh.
そんな泣き言が言えるくらいなら遠慮なく告げられるというものだ。
Still, I was reluctant to even relay this information for you.
さすがの私も今回ばかりはいささかためらわれたからね。
But after seeing how pathetic a state you're in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all.
重騎士ケビン・グラハム、
Squire of the Grosritter, Kevin
本
Graham.
日をもって貴公をドミニオン第5位に迎える。
From this day on, you are to assume the position of Fifth
こ
Dominion.
れは風聖省による決定事項であり、法王芸家もすでに承認されたことだ。
Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments, and even His Holiness the Pope was given his approval. The job is yours. What?
君とてここ数十年第5位が空位だったのは噂程度には知っているだろう。
I imagine you must have at least heard rumors that the position of the Fifth Dominion was vacant. Has been for several decades, too.
おめでとう。君がその第5位だったわけだ。
Congratulations. It turns out that position was meant for you.
これで君と私は同格。
How the hell did that baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me?
長らく主のいなかった5号機もようやく日の目を見るというものだ。
I'm sure the Fifth Merkaba will be pleased to finally see the light of day.
なんやそれ。
Why?
ああ、それと守護騎士は自らあだ名を名乗る習いでね。
Oh, and incidentally, it's tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion.
君も今のうちに適当に考えておくといいだろう。
You might want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later.
ちなみに私のそれは知っての通りカーネリア。味もそっけもないものだがな。
As you already know, mine is Carnelia. Simple a name as it is.
そんなこと聞いてるんやない。
I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things.
なんで俺が
Why?
そんな。
Why me?
姉さん、ルフィナ姉さん
I couldn't even protect Rufina from...
守れんかった俺が。
Why me?
それは特に問題ではない。
And to that I say, that is of no consequence here.
問題はルフィナ・アルジェントが極めて優秀な騎士だったということだ。
What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight.
聖痕が現れなかったとはいえ、彼女の問題解決能力は時に守護騎士をも凌駕していた。
She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's.
その損失に見合うだけの働きを第5位には期待しておこう。
Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new Fifth Dominion to fill it.
枢機卿閣下のお言葉だよ。
The words of His Eminence, the Cardinal.
なんやそれ。
Oh, this is rich.
なんやそれは。
This is just rich.
俺が
Oh man, it's so funny it hurts.
ルフィナ姉さんを守りたくて騎士になったこの俺が
I become a knight to protect Rufina, then I end up shooting to the top of the ranks over her dead body?
その姉さんを食い物にして守護騎士に選ばれるやと。
Amazing, huh? Who could have seen that coming?
傑作や。傑作すぎて笑い死んでまうわ。
I wish I could go back in time to tell myself when I signed up what was gonna happen just to see my own face. So what
ケ
will
ビ
you
ン・グ
do?
ラハム。ちなみに君にはこの要請を辞退する権利がある。
I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment.
もっとも騎士団1000年の歴史で守護騎士に選ばれながら辞退した者はただの一人もいないという話だがね。
Admittedly, no one in the Grosvenor's 1,000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so would be unprecedented, but still.
そうでしょうな。
Well, no shit.
ドミニオン第5位。謹んで拝命させて
I
もらいま
humbly
す。
accept my new position.
早速今日からでも仕事を回してくれて結構ですわ。
I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Hell, start piling it on me today. I'm up for it.
そうか、
Alright then.
わかった。そう取り計らおう。
I'll see what I can do.
なあ、回すんならなるべくハードなのを頼みます。
Oh, and don't hold back on me either. Show me the really hard stuff, the kind you need to be a masochist to want to take
お
on.
っと、それから
And that
あ
title
だ名
thing?
でしたっけ。芸法狩り。そんな感じでいくとしますわ。
Let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect. Chapter 5, Labyrinth of Shadows and Light.
そっか、そんなことがあったんだ。
Wow, that's what happened.
しかしまあ、聞けば聞くほど信じられないことばかりって感じね。
The more I hear, the more off the wall everything happening here sounds.
ただ見えてきたことも結構あると思うんだ。
I'm not surprised. We're making progress on working out what's going on,
こ
thankfully.
の場所が影の国という不思議な法則によって構成された世界であるということ。
We know the place we're in is called Phantasma and about how it has its own unique rules that govern it.
そして僕たちが何らかの理由で選ばれて取り込まれたということ。
We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria, then drawn into it.
そしてそれを踏まえた上で改めて疑問が整理できると言える。
We still have plenty of questions that need answering, but they can largely be summed up by the following
疑
three.
問その1、影の王及び黒騎士の正体は？
1. Who are the Lord of Phantasma and Schwarzritter?
疑問その2、宝石及び女性の霊の正体は？
2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost who appears to be connected to it?
疑問その3、影の国の成り立ちと真相は？
3. What is Phantasma and how did it come to exist?
確かに
That's a pretty succinct way of putting it.
疑問はつきませんが、大別するとその3つに整理できそうな気がしますね。
There are other questions, of course, but it's true that most of those generally fall under those three in some way.
ありえない魔物が徘徊している理由なんかは3番目に入るってこ
Why
と
there are
だ。
fiends roaming around comes under number 3, for example.
なるほど。そう言われるといろいろと見えてきたかも。
Dividing everything up like that does make it all a heck of a lot easier to understand. Yeah.
あれ、でも
Oh, but wait.
ケビンさんが気絶したことはどう関係してくるのかな。
Where does Kevin falling unconscious come into all of this?
聞いた限りだと巨大な悪魔とやり合った時のことが原因みたいな気がするけど。
He made it sound like the cause of that was him fighting some giant devil.
俺たちを拘束していたあの結界を破った力。
From what we can tell, anyway, more specifically, the power he used to break the barrier surrounding us seems to have been what did it.
そしてその時に現れた赤い文様みたいな
The
光
one
が
that made that red symbol show up on his back.
さすがにそれは僕にも見当がつかないね。
I haven't got any idea what it was either.
七曜教会に伝わっている
砲術あたりかもしれないが。
It's possible it may be some form of thaumaturgy passed down through the church, but I can hardly be sure.
ヨシュは
Joshua,
何か心当たりでもあるの？
do you think you know what it could have been?
そうだね。
I think I do.
確信は持てないけど、あれは多分
I can't be sure,
スティグマだと思う。
but I think it was a stigma.
え？
Seriously?
それってヨシュアの肩に出ていた。
Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder? Yeah, it was.
あれは教授が僕を制御するために深層意識に埋め込んだイメージが肉体に現れていたものだったんだ。
What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image Weissman had placed deep within my mind in order to control me.
ケビンさんのあれも同じ。
Kevin's is likely the same, save the control factor.
ただし僕に刻まれたものよりもはるかに強力なものじゃないかと思う。
However, I have a feeling that his is also significantly more powerful than mine was.
よく気づきましたね。
Well spotted, Joshua.
リースさん、
Ries?
そのケビンさんの調子はどう？
Hey, how's Kevin doing?
ええ、小康状態といったところです。
His condition seems to have marginally improved.
ただし精神に過度の負荷がかかったようなのでしばらく休ませておきます。
What he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind, so I think it would be best for him to rest for a while longer.
そっか。
That's a relief.
やれやれ。ヒヤヒヤさせてくれるわね。
Yeah, he sure knows how to give people a fright.
しかしリースさん、
Do you mind if I get clarification on something, Ries?
精神に負荷ということはやはり
Was my theory correct?
ええ、お察しの通り成婚です。
Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma.
ただしあなたに刻まれていたものと違い彼のそれは原型と言えるもの。
However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is one of the original kind, on which yours was likely based.
ドミニオンにのみ現れると言われる魂の刻印です。
A seal carved into a person's very soul, said to manifest only in the dominions of the Grossritter.
守護騎士？
What's a dominion?
聞いたことがある。
I've heard rumors of their existence
聖
personally.
杯騎士団を統率する12名の特別な騎士たち。
The dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the
噂で
Grossritter.
は一人一人が恐るべき異能を持つという。
They're supposed to possess incredible power.
その通りです。
That's also correct.
そしてその異能とは各々の成婚の力によるもの。
Their stigmas are the source of that power.
通常では考えられないような肉体の強化や高度な砲術の使用を可能にしてくれる力の源泉です。
They allow the people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most would think humanly
ケ
possible,
ビンはその成婚を持つ12名の守護騎士の一人。
as well as use high-level thaumaturgy far exceeding the capabilities of other knights.
第5位の異界を持つ人間です。
As I'm sure you've pieced together, Kevin is one of them, specifically the Fifth Dominion.
なんだか別の人の話を聞いてるみたいですね。
Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading us around here? It sure doesn't feel like it.
それではケビンさんもヨシュアさんと同じように何らかの処置を受けて。
Sorry, but I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have his stigma implanted within him like Joshua did?
いえ、本来の成婚は意図して埋め込まれるといったものではありません。
No, ordinarily, stigmas aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention.
あくまで自然発生的に現れるものだとされています。
There are 12 dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history.
そして守護騎士の数は歴史を通じて常に12名。
There are times when spots are left unfilled because the stigma bearer to fill them has yet to
ど
appear.
の時代にも必ず成婚を宿す者がどこかに現れて守護騎士になると言われています。
But they're always out there, whether their stigma has manifested or not.
なんだか不思議な話ね。
That's so weird, don't you think?
それじゃあヨシアにあった成婚っていうのは？
So does that mean the stigma Joshua had?
あれは多分本来の成婚を疑似的に再現したものじゃないかと思う。
Mine was only a replica of the real
かつて
thing.
ワイスマンは七王教会の人間だったからね。
Wiseman was originally a clergyman. They probably had access to a way to make such a thing.
そんなこと言ってたわね。
Oh yeah, I forgot he
配
said
信
that.
者ワイスマンは聖杯騎士団の上位にある風星省に所属する司教でした。
He used to be a bishop in the Congregation for the Sacraments, which is the organization that Gralsrichter answers to.
彼は司教職にある時から見喰らう蛇に通じており、さまざまな秘跡を盗み出したようです。
Even back in those days, he was in contact with Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church.
守護騎士の成婚に関する膨大な文献と研究もその一つ。
Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on the stigmas of the dominions.
彼はそれらを参考に意図的に超人を作り出す技術を結社で完成させたと推測されています。
We believe he then went on to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over with the
やはり
society.
そうでしたか。
I thought so.
本来の成婚がどういうものであるのかはなんとなく分かったが、
Still, while I think I have a vague understanding of just what these stigmas are now,
しかしどうしてケビン神父はそれで倒れることになったのかな。
I'm still not clear how using that power led Kevin
成
to
婚というもの
collapse.
はその力を引き出すにあたってそこまでのリスクを伴うのかい？
Does that risk naturally come with the use of your stigma's power, or is there something more to
そ
it?
れは
Well,
理由は分かりませんが、ケビンは成婚の力をめったには解放しないそうです。
I don't know exactly why, but Kevin very rarely uses the power of his stigma at all.
唯一それを解放するのは下法を狩る時のみ。
I've heard that the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brands heretics.
後戻りできない滞在人を処分する時だけと聞いています。
In other words, those whose sins are too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again.
処分
Disposing of?
なんか物騒な話だね。
That's so ominous.
ま、そいつはともかく、
Let me make sure I got this straight.
要するにめったに使わない力をいきなり使ったせいで目を回しちまったってとこか。
He used a superpower he barely uses out of nowhere, and that caused him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it?
そうなのかもしれません。
That's what I believe is likely the case.
なるほど。ケビン殿の事情は了解した。
I see. I think I understand well enough
し
now.
かし、いいのか。
Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this?
はい。すでにケビンも皆さんには一通り説明するつもりだった様子。
Yes, I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious.
私も今後の探索を進める上で皆さんの協力を得るために必要なことであると判断しました。
And I believe telling you all of this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation.
そっか。
Well, if you're sure.
もしかしてリースさん。
Wait, does that
は
mean?
い。しばらくの間は私がケビンの代わりを務めます。
If no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead till he wakes up again.
探索の記録も含め皆さんの先導を務めさせていただければ幸いで
Is
す。
that alright with everyone?
なるほどな。
No problems here.
でもいいんですか？
Are you sure you don't want to stay here though?
リースさん、ケビンさんのこと本当は看病していたいんじゃ。
I would have thought you want to stay and look
倒
after
れる
him.
前、ケビンは私に宝石を託しました。
Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted me with the
ならば
cube.
これも重騎士の務め。
As such, I believe this is my duty as a squire in his service.
どうか気にせず皆さんに協力させてください。
So please don't worry about me right now. I'd much rather be helping all of you.
リースさん。
Well, if you're sure.
そういうことならあえて反対する理由はあるまい。
I personally see no reason to say no.
ケビンさんのことならどうか心配しないでください。
The remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin.
残ったメンバーで分担してみることにすれば大丈夫です。
You don't have to worry about a thing, okay?
はい。どうかよろしくお願いします。
Thank you. I appreciate that.
エ
What's
ステ
wrong,
ル、
Costell?
うん。
Well,
リースさん、一つお願いがあるんだけど。
so Ries, I've got a favor that I want to ask if you don't mind.
探索に向かうんだったら、私も同行させてくれないかな。
Would you mind if I came with you when you head out to explore? Hmm? Is there any specific reason?
エステル、
ほら、目を覚ましたばかりだから、いろいろと肌で知っておきたくて。
Well, it's just I've only just returned to the world of the living, right? I feel like I want to go and see what's going on for myself.
一応これでも遊撃士だから、いろいろとお手伝いもできると思うし。
And I mean, I am a bracer, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So,
どうかな？
would you mind?
わかりました。
Not in the least.
どうかよろしくお願いします。
I'd love it if you accompanied me. Thanks.
よしや、勝手に決めちゃってごめんね。
Sorry for up and deciding that on my own, Joshua.
いや
Sorry? For what?
君の判断に任せるよ。
If that's what you want to do, then you won't hear any complaints from me.
リースさんのサポートよろしくね。
We'll be counting on you to do a good job backing Ries up.
任せといて。
You know it. So these two are mandatory. I believe that I want to bring along some new people. But who do I want to bring along? Nah, Joshua always stays.
Let's move out.
Joshua always stays. And from there, I think we need a good healer. Oh, actually, I might have Estelle just work as sort of like a backup healer. Kind of thing. Even though, Ries does a pretty decent job at heals as well. I'm really not sure what her role is. I mean, she kind of supports allies and stuff like that, but apparently, according to the description, I think I'm going to go with... Nah, I don't want to go with Annalise. I kind of want to use Tita, but that's too much physical. Unless I use her, like, unless I make him more of a caster. Backup, like, caster slash healer. He's physical. I like Shara, but I don't feel like using that. Maybe we'll just go with Chloe. I think having the defense buffs is kind of defense debuff is kind of nice actually. Makes them take more damage, and she has some really good heals. I don't really care about Mueller. And I've been spoiled by Zen, really, but whatever. Alright, Chloe it is. Chloe, Estelle, and Joshua? Yeah, we'll do that. And on that note, this will conclude this episode of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. Thanks for watching. Sorry that I had to sort of do some backtrack there. I feel like backtracking there was a little bit sloppy overall. But I've really been enjoying this game. It's a lot of fun. I am going to be playing through the whole Legend of Heroes series because I'm just kind of in love with it at this point. I cannot wait to get to Cold Steel. I don't know anything about the roster or the cast really. I just know it's kind of a new cast. And I was hoping in chronological order Trails of Cold Steel came first, but it turned out that chronological order started with Trails in the Sky. And there's some other games in between Cold Steel and stuff too that I want to play. In any case, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, friends.